See on the tree. What else did he do to make? Who was his new friend? Who? Who's that? Bill? Bill? Is Bill his new friend or his old friend? Bill's his old friend. So when he moved, who were his new friends? Why don't you show me some text evidence? Go ahead and open the book back up and read them. Who was his new friend? I want you to find that. I'm going to come back to you in a second. How did he make new friends? Who were his new friends? While you're writing, I want you to find for me who his new friends are. Okay? Does that show you who his new friends are? Who are his new friends? The tree. Does he make another new friend too? Are you all done too? Okay, perfect. Okay. So my question is, how was Stan able to make new friends? And we started by talking about who his new friends are. And Bricia told me that one of the friends was the tree. Do you agree with that? Do you agree that he was friends with the tree? No, you don't think so? You don't think so? Why do you think his friend was the tree? Can you open the book and show me? You guys are going to stay here. So he's laying down under the shade. What else? Do things with the tree. He loves to paint. What did he paint a picture of?
Of his tree.
He painted a picture of his tree. What else did he do with his tree? Something happened to the tree that was really scary to him. Brenda, what happened to the tree that was scary to him? The leaves changed and they all fell. And how did he feel when that happened? Ooh, let's look at that picture. I wouldn't say he looks disappointed. He's chasing those leaves around like crazy. How does he feel?
Scared.
Scared? A word I'm thinking of is maybe worried. You were about to say that. I'm so sorry. So he was worried too? Do you worry about things if you don't really care about them? I know that I don't usually worry when the leaves fall down off the trees. But Stan was worried. Why was he so worried? Why was he so worried? Yeah, tell them. Because
he was his best friend.
yeah, the tree was his best friend. He spent all that time with him, and then when the leaves started falling, he got so worried. Okay, so I agree with you, Bricia, that the tree was his friend. Did he make another friend too? Brenda, who did he make friends with? Mrs. Long. Can you tell me about that? How did he do that? So your eye should be on. Brenda, can you say that one more time? German. Let's go.
She helped me stand that it had to, the news had to fall because it was fall and it changed.
So do you agree that Mrs. Long helped Stan?
Yeah.
Why do you think she wanted to help Stan? So I want you to look at this page real quick. Mrs. Long spends time at this bus stop right near Stan and his tree. What would she have seen Stan doing every day? What would she have seen Stan doing every day, Annie? Maybe reading and painting. What else? Yeah, drinking juice, reading a book. What do you think Mrs. Long thought about Stan? So if I want you to imagine that you are at a bus stop and you look over every single day and you see this person who's just sitting under a tree and painting the tree and reading under the tree and being around the tree and is worried about the tree, how would you feel about that person? What would you think about them? What would you think about them?
I think they're being friends because of the tree.
Yeah, so maybe you would think, oh, he's probably friends with the tree, and how would that make you feel about that person? That would make you happy? Why would that make you happy? Okay, because he made a friend with a tree. Did he have other people or other animals around him though? He did? Ooh. I want you to imagine, Sebastian, that Mrs. Long is watching him and she's seeing him with only the tree every single day. What might she have thought about him? She thought he... Okay, I want you, before I get to you, Brenda, I want you guys to think for a second. Imagine you're out at recess, okay? And I want you to imagine that there's one friend who every single day is just sitting on that little ladybug thing, bopping back and forth. Only the friend, and the friend's all by herself, just playing on the ladybug every day. And that's it. How would you feel about that friend? Or what would you think about that friend? Interesting. Do you agree with that? Brenda says maybe the friend would be lonely. Do you think Mrs. Long thought Stan was maybe a little bit lonely? Okay. Sebastian? So that might be how Stan is feeling, but we're thinking about how Mrs. Long feels about Stan. So she sees him every day. So I like what Brenda said. Maybe she felt that he was really lonely. So when she noticed him running around chasing after all of these leaves, what did she want to do for him? Look at him. He's singing to the tree. He's trying to water the tree to make it feel better. What do you think? Why do you think she probably went over to him? Annie? To help him. Yeah, I agree with that. And how did she help him? What did she say? Yeah, she told him the tree's not sick. Now, I want you guys to think all the way back to the beginning when we talked about how Stan used to live in a really sunny, warm place. Okay? Because I know that in the fall, the leaves fall off the tree, so I don't get nervous when that happens. But why did Stan get so nervous when that happened? Because he was kind of freaking out, wasn't he? Why did he get so nervous about that? Because do you get nervous when the leaves fall? No. Do you get nervous when the tree doesn't have any leaves anymore? But why don't you get nervous? What's your schema? What do you already know?
When it's fall, leaves change colors and they fall in the ground.
Brenda already knows. When it's fall, the leaves fall to the ground. What about Stan, though? Why was he so nervous? Why was he so nervous?
Because that was his best friend.
Okay, so yeah, that's a good start. It was his best friend, but why was he so nervous about? We know that trees lose leaves, right? Even if the tree's our friend, we know they lose leaves. It's just like when my friends in this class, you guys lose teeth, right? Do I get really worried about you? No, because I know that you lose teeth. So why was he so nervous when it started losing leaves? It says he didn't know what to do. The tree looked sick. Why did he think the tree was sick?
Because he thought the tree was sick because because I think because he was done. I think because Stan, he thought the tree was starting to get old because of the tree. So his father leaves start to get old because they stayed in the branches for a long time.